Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use, tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, you guys, this is from Reddit. r/Scientology. Inevitable Panic posts. Can a CS case supervisor send you to ethics if you do something against your belief or talk some bad parts about Scientology in session or auditing? So I'm assuming they're not a native English speaker, which is fine. Let's just get it out in the open, you guys. First of all, did you guys know that minors, children under 18 years old, can be case supervisors? Against all labor laws, against child abuse statutes, audience wise 3441. Yes, they'll do it even if you don't specifically say anything. You better hope your needle doesn't bounce when they ask you to have negative thoughts about the church. Ooh. Free zone and proud. A needle read would make them ask questions about the subject in pride to learn more about what you might react that way. It's those answers that likely would send you to ethics in the cult of Scientology. Calliope Crasher. Hi again, friend. Oh, he says underneath, never a Scientologist, forever a Catholic. Oh, you guys know. Hi again, friend. First of all, I've been a bit under the weather this week, so I apologize for the delay in thanking you for the answer you gave in the previous post regarding TRs. It didn't bother me in the least that it was long because it was so well written and informative. It not only gave me a glimpse into what goes on, but was food for thought. Now, regarding this post, I'm sure you know of the Catholic practice of going to confession. You guys don't even want to get me started on that one. And most faiths have some sort of practice of asking forgiveness for transgressions, except when the priests are raping the little boys. Then nobody asks for forgiveness. Let's just be honest. And, no shade to all the Catholics. It's how that was my original upbringing, of asking forgiveness for transgressions committed. Okay, I don't really want to read this. Let's get to the other parts here. Okay, so basically, the Catholic person, I'm guessing is a woman, went into detail, about confessions, etc. Now here is the free zone and proud. I'm assuming maybe an independent Scientologist, which is, in my opinion, even worse. First, I hope you are recovered from your illness or whatever put you under the weather. I'm sure you know of the Catholic practice of going to confession. That's the other lady. And most faiths have some sort of asking forgiveness for transgressions. That's the submission part, just so you all know. To me, the fundamental principle of ethics is to know what is right and do what is right. That, of course, means knowing the difference between right and wrong and choosing it. But I have a feeling the Scientology definition of ethics is vastly different. It's all about punishment. This should be good. We are very much on the same page as this. People often describe auditing in terms of confession, Mind you, they don't mention that children do this too, of course, conveniently. In Catholic or otherwise. I think it's well understood that talking about your problems and your sins can ease anguish. Help people better confront the world and overall improve things. It's blackmail. Particularly when you take responsibility for your actions that hurt other people. You don't need to tell priests that. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. I'm free to have one. As you say, the ethical issue is who defines what is right or wrong. I'm afraid to even read this, you guys. It comes down to the difference between ethics, my belief about right and wrong, and morals. Complying with a society's idea of proper behavior. To what degree is it okay to choose your own ideas of acceptable behavior? At one end of the discussion is independent thought and true to oneself, such as deciding I'm gay and I see no reason to apologize for it. Or I know you consider abortion a sin, but I do not. This just hurts my head, you guys. And at the other is antisocial behavior. So what if I cheated someone? They deserved it? I guess it's a matter of who controls the societal rules. For a lot of history, religious organizations held that power. They still do. In Scientology, Catholicism, or otherwise, all we can do is find ways for people to confess the things they think are wrong. Because one thing is crystal clear is that forcing others to comply with external rules only means you get compliance, not enlightenment. You might force me to say I was wrong, but I won't change if I don't think I was wrong. I'll just go underground in one way or another. There are snippets of usefulness in Scientology ethics, but only bits and pieces. It can sometimes be helpful when the matter addressed is interpersonal. That is, I had a fight with my spouse, or I'm unmotivated at work, but almost never when it has anything to do with the cult of Scientology itself. That would require the cult of Scientology or its reps to introspect about things they did wrong, and they cannot permit themselves to do that. I'm having a hard time understanding what they're talking about, but I'll try not to be mean. Sad anything. Yes, I was sent to ethics by my CS after I told my auditor, was the auditor a child? I had looked up and read anti-Scientology. You guys have to love that they're even using our terms. Oh, you guys, that's beautiful, right? Okay, I'll stop. Whew, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny to me. Oh, gosh. I had looked up and read anti-Scientology material. Oh, I wasn't around much longer after that. Okay, they're already out. I thought they were still in using that lingo. They probably are, right? Oh my God. Ooh, that's funny. Beanstalk Kiss. That's a cute name. When I was, I think, 6 or 7, taking either learning how to learn or how to use a dictionary. This has to be one of those moronic Scientology courses. I was nearly sent to ethics because I said the course was boring. Aren't they all boring? I was told that was a red flag because he's having some type of his own thoughts. Oh my God. And I heard I heard them talking about next steps, but I guess they ultimately decided writing up a child, troll, for not being super into those courses was a waste of time. V. Snow, 2nd Gen. Isn't boredom lack of mass? Lots of laughs. Those courses were so boring, though. Free Zone and Proud. I'm thinking this person's like an independent Scientologist. Maybe not. Maybe they're just happy to be free. It's certainly part of the study tech. If someone thinks that a bored student should be sent to ethics, like a child, they don't know what they're talking about. And one of the issues with the study tech is that some things are boring, no matter the subject. Beanstalk Kiss replies, agreed. At that point, I wanted to watch Power Rangers or something. Maybe if Scientology had more literal lasers and swords and people having ninja fights, I would have been more into it at that point. Outside Narwhal, yes, it's a symptom of lack of mass. A course supervisor shouldn't be sending one to ethics for being bored. That sounds very narcissistic. However, if they were constantly bored and not being resolved with the study tech, usually they'd sent you to the qual before you'd get sent to ethics. Inevitable Panic responds, did you get kicked out for this? Beanstalk Kiss says, nope, I was a child. Technically, I'm a lifetime member now. I did, however, decide it was nonsense and have not been back once. I had the autonomy to decide. So I guess they're out. Kyle RH, of course the tech won't go in unless ethics are in first. So anyways, kind of interesting. I will leave a link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night, wherever you are. Peace.